Hi, everybody. Before we get to another great interview, the Two Opinionated podcast could really use your help. And it's easy, it's free. IMDb, which is the entertainment database, imdb.com, named us a top 100 podcast. We came in at number 82. That's a big deal because there's 15 million podcasts and growing. So to be named to anybody's top 100 list, pretty big deal for us. And the way you can help is to go to imdb.com, look up the Two Opinionated podcast, and that's it. Just bringing our page up. That traffic really helps us out. Our YouTube channel is MeisterCon Pod. All we ask is that you subscribe. It's also free, but that really helps us to attract these amazing guests that we keep bringing on the program. And that's it. Two easy ways for you to support us, and we would really appreciate the help. Now let's get to that interview. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Two Opinionated. I'm so excited today. I get to welcome back one of my favorite singers, actors, and authors, Melba Moore. So welcome, Melba.
Thank you. Great to be here.
You know, we talked, it's been, about a year ago, and I had the absolute best time. You know, I grew up listening to your music, you know, first with my mother and my father. They were big fans of your variety show back in the 70s. And then, you know, when I was in high school and stuff, you were putting out a lot of music. You had a lot of the plays that you were doing on Broadway. You had a lot going on there. So I've always been a fan. I was blessed enough to talk to you once, and now I get to talk to you again. So welcome, Melba.
Thank you.
So this time you've got a new book out.
I do.
So your book is called This Is It, Marvelous and Getting Better.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about this. Is this a straight memoir? Is it about a certain part of your life? What's the book about?
Well, tell me, tell me this. What is a straight memoir? Is that one that's not funny or? Thank you.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good.
No, it's a memoir. And this is my first book, so now I know there's a difference between an autobiography and a memoir. They're both about your story, but the memoir is smaller, I think.
Yeah, I agree. It's not all encompassing.
Right.
Yeah. Very good. Very good. What kind of inspired you to write it at this time?
Okay. Well, I've been going on and on and on and on and on. Finally, my daughter's now my boss. She said, "Ma, everybody got a book but you." Come on, Ma. So I said, "Oh, yeah, but," she said, "No, it's time for you to do this. You are a mature artist. It's time for you to kind of document things and stop a minute and take stock and take a look at your life yourself.
Yeah.
And stop pretending that time is not passing by. And, let's face some facts here."
Well, she's right. You know, I just had that conversation with my dad about sitting down and just getting some of his memories, on recording some of those so we can kind of pass those down. And he was like, we got plenty of time for that. And I was like, I don't know that we do.
Nobody knows how much time you have. First of all, that's a very dangerous thing to say.
That's right. Yeah. So I told him, I was like, let's not bank on that. Let's just go ahead and get it out of the way.
And you know what? It has to be the younger generation that tells us that. Yeah. And I guess each generation has its place.
That's true.
In the human family.
Yeah.
And we each have a certain wisdom that's peculiar to our own time and our own destiny, and feeds into the family. I really kind of understand that in a practical way now, because I'm saying, I see this from this point of view, and okay, now because it's my autobiography, it's my responsibility to tell the story.
That's right.
Okay, now I got to look at other people and say, "Oh my God, I didn't do this all by myself. Oh my goodness," and all those good kind of stuff, and start looking at life in this peculiar kind of way, which is, it's just fabulous. I'm grateful for it, really.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Was it easier to write a book or easier to write music?
Well, I really didn't write either.
I guess you're just telling the stories.
I've written a few songs, but people keep accusing me of being a songwriter. No, people who write songs, like Irving Berlin and all that, you know what I'm saying? They write songs and they write them and they write them and they write.
That's
And
right.
they really do that. They really don't do a lot else. And they focus on that and they specialize in that. I don't do that in terms of writing songs.
Yeah.
I've written a few, and I thought I was going to be a songwriter, but I said, you know what? I got to spend all my time learning how to sing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not a good multitasker, so I kind of left that aside. You didn't ask me all that, but um, I think you have to write your own story, though. You have to do that. I mean, I've had a couple of people try to take pieces that I've had and take them and do something else with them, and I said, oh my God, what would they even want to try to do that? But people, human beings can do all kinds of crazy things.
That's right.
But you need to try to write your own story. And I think if you have a life that's in the public eye and people are interested in you, you have a privilege to try to figure out how to do that. That's a good opportunity, I think.
Well, was the writing of this memoir, did you discover anything or come across anything that surprised you?
Oh, a lot of things.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I really am a star.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And I think I do have a natural kind of what do you call it? Humility. I'm not like a real proud person.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of grouped in with some people who I know are really great people and have achieved a lot of things. And I do actually have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
So,
yeah, I've come across it. I've walked across your star before, but you've got Grammy nominations, a Tony winner. I'd call you a star.
and
You even
so
had your own sitcom for a little while.
yeah, right. And a few other little different things here and there. So I feel like I'm an artist. I'm an entertainer.
Yeah.
A bona fide one, and I've done it for a long time now. So I'm established. I think that's good. That's what I do. That's what I am. Yeah.
It's hard to get established as an
It's
artist.
very difficult.
Yeah.
First of all, you spend your whole life trying to, not get kicked out.
Well, yeah, initially you're just
Or
surviving.
forgotten. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, I said initially you're just surviving. You're just trying to make it until you make it.
Yeah, but that can get to be a series of get-ups and falls or turnovers or comebacks or whatever it is. So you're not quite sure really what your life is.
Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. So tell me a little bit about the book. What will we find out about Melba in the book?
I guess maybe some of the things are the things that have been made really public for a very long time, over and over and over and over. You think you know how they happen, but you don't.
Yeah.
There's a few surprises because I think unless you are a writer,
Right.
an author, you kind of tell your life in little Snapchats and things, little sound bites. That's what they call it.
Yeah.
Sound bites. And it sounds like it's the whole story because we see you and then we see a million other people and then we see you again and or we see you saying the same thing again, or you see some other aspect of the same thing. So you think you know the whole story. You're not interested until you go into the next thing. And so now when there's an opportunity to write the book, you need to have stories. You need to have something there has a synergy and some kind of continuity. And then it has to make sense to somebody besides you. And
That's right.
there has to be a reason why people might have an interest in it. And when I say that, I guess I really mean that, okay, well, everybody's life is about whatever their life is about. So what do you all got in common? I feel like then there should be something that connects you.
There always is.
Always is, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm so excited to read it, and I love the marvelous and getting better tagline with it. That's great, because I think that's kind of true. As you get older, you do get a little more marvelous, because you're in control of everything. You know yourself. You know what you can do, and you have that experience and stuff. So what where did you come up with the title?
I didn't.
Yeah. Well, I assume you approved it.
I did certainly approve it. And since this was my first book, first time I'm authoring, I had someone help me. His name is Kevin Taylor, and
Yeah.
that's what he does. He ghostwrites or co-writes with people so that they tell all the stories and all the information. Then he helps them to put it into chapters and into orders and to borders and some kind of continuity. Yeah,
Well, and that is the hard part, because
yeah,
it's one thing that you were there for the stories, so you know the stories,
yeah.
but actually putting them into a book and arranging them into a readable form, that's a little more difficult.
That's quite a bit more difficult. Yeah, yeah.
How long did you have to sit with him to get everything down? I'm
Oh,
assuming that he recorded a ton.
oh yeah, but we did like for several months. I
Yeah.
mean, like maybe 4 or 5 months, because
Yeah.
everybody's doing other things as well. I mean, we didn't do that every day, all day,
Right,
but
right, right. Yes,
we
break
took
it up.
several months. We try to take our time and try to figure out, what it is we really what thought we might want to do, choose something to do, choose a path, not just go up a path.
That's
Because
right.
that's what I would have done because I've never written a book. I would, this is how it happened. Nah, maybe we don't want to know that part, Miss Moore. You already told that in the news. What about you? I don't know. How do you pick what you're gonna tell?
Well, that's right. Yeah, because how do you narrow down a life into a couple hundred pages?
Well, you can do that because everybody don't want to know everything all the time. I know that, so you don't want to know all this and
I don't know. You've got some fans, they might want to know everything all the time.
well, I can tell myself that if I want to.
Yeah, that's right.
No, but I'm having a good time though with all of this. But you try to figure out well, your experts tell you how long the book should be
Yeah.
for this type of book that you want. There's a hardback and a paperback, but I think it's like a couple of hundred pages.
Did you include any photos in it?
There are photos, yes, including photos, yes. They told me that we should include photos.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody wants to
They
see
had to
those.
tell me that was my first book, right? I had no pictures. No, I'm joking. I love pictures. I want pictures.
Yeah, yeah. Me too. Me too. I think especially in a when you're reading kind of a memoir, it helps,
Yeah, you
to
sort of go
see.
like down memory lane. You see
That's right.
pictures. You can see kind of the period it probably was in and gives you a certain feeling
Yeah.
too. Yeah, yeah.
Are
Just
you
plain
um are you currently working on any new music?
I'm in the studio now. Matter of
Really?
fact, my eyeballs are going two different directions at the same time. I got so many different things I'm trying to do. My daughter has new music for me that I'm learning that we're gonna go in after the first January 19th. That's when I start my first song for the next album. I also have a young man by the name of George Pettis and his wife Angela Pettis,
Yeah.
which have a song called No Filter that's doing very well for me, and may possibly have a Grammy nomination. That they're working on
Cool.
this stuff. See, it's the day of the independent. You don't have to like just go in with one record company. You can go with anybody you
That's
want
right.
to. So I have several different people who are pitching incredible songs to me. I have these incredible genius gospel songwriters that are
Yeah.
writing sacred music for me. So I have music at least in three different directions now that are being created
Oh,
for
that's
me.
exciting.
Yeah, yeah. I'm very excited.
How do you
And
how do
it
you how do
doesn't mean
you
like I
keep
have to
up
do
with everything?
a thousand things at a time, but it
Yeah,
does mean that I have to think about what my calling is, what my serious commitment is to each of these artists as well,
yeah.
because what an honor to have artists who are very, very challenged and very much in demand in their fields now writing for me.
Yeah, that's exciting. That's exciting. Where does all your energy come from? Because you're so busy.
Well, I sleep a lot. No. But I'm going to tell you something. I do meditate a lot because you have to be clear-minded.
Yeah,
So,
well, that's true.
and I get some help now. But my team is developing, not necessarily bigger, but I think kind of to weed out some things that I shouldn't be doing all the time anymore. You can't continue to do everything. You have to weed some things out and to upgrade some things so that the quality has to be better because I'm mature. I've been doing it longer.
right.
Certain things I should be really calm and cool and collected at, and I should be open. I should have time to spend to open the way for other people now as
Yeah,
well. So,
yeah. Well, that kind of makes sense. Yeah, you're established.
right.
Yeah,
But you can have such a good time, you don't want to change
that's right.
anything. So you don't want to grow up.
Yeah. Will you
So,
be performing live anytime in the
well,
coming year?
yeah, I just next week I'm down in Florida somewhere. I'm there down there with Denise Williams, one of my
Oh, yeah, yeah.
favorite singers.
She's terrific.
I'm trying to think. Karen White.
Yeah.
Um, can't think the Sherry. I can't think of her name, but three or four different young ladies we're going to be on the same bill together. And then I'm trying to think, I'm going to be on the bill with Climax. We're doing a concert with Climax. Monique is going to host it. It's going to be myself. Oh, Shirley Jones. You know the Jones Girls?
Of course.
So that's actually those are two different tours. Then there's like one or two others that I'm going to do. I've been doing like a mini little tour with Lilo Thomas.
Yeah,
So,
that's amazing.
yeah, so they're very, very well. They're all in the same genre, but they're very different.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Each one's kind of unique, but yeah, kind of in the same genre. But that's so
Yeah,
many. That's so many different tours.
yeah, yeah. But each one of them, like if you have 3 or 4 days, you already filled up the year.
That's right.
And then I'm going to be doing some performance arts centers like South Orange, some small performance arts centers.
If I remember right, you like doing those.
I love it all. I don't,
Yeah.
if I could tap dance, I'd do that too.
I bet you could tap dance if you wanted to.
I probably could, but I don't think I need to try that. Okay. I might hurt myself. No, but I'm having a good time. It's diverse and it's also within the general realm of, singing, entertainment, that kind. Concert.
Do you have big plans for Christmas?
Family, just
Oh,
family.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Christmas is about.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's nice to go out and perform, but Christmas Day, I always thought that's family time.
Christmas Day, and I think we'll have New Year's off as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So we're
Yeah.
gonna watch them shoot the firecrackers off and everything.
I think we're going to all the grandkids are going over to my parents' house for New Year's. My
Oh.
my mother, when we were growing up, we didn't have a lot of money or anything, so we would celebrate New Year's by banging pots and pans at midnight with
Mm-hmm.
that. And so
You
all the
know
kids,
what we did?
what'd you do?
Put them on my head.
What did you bang them?
Absolutely. That's why I ain't got no sense.
But
No, I'm
yeah,
joking.
all the grandkids, that's what they want to do. They want to go over there and bang
Uh,
those pots and pans. I was like, we don't really have to do that anymore. And they're like, no, no, that's what we
we
want to
don't
do.
have to. We just want to. It sounds like a wonderful time.
Yeah.
And
Now, well, anytime you can spend with families,
yeah.
pretty
Hmm.
special. It's pretty great. Are you doing any acting?
Well, I have a couple of theater pieces being developed for myself because I don't
Yeah.
really know what role I play too well. The last thing I did was about 10 years ago in The Fighting Temptations.
Yeah, I remember you're terrific in it.
And I did that part really good.
You
The
did.
old lady with the hats,
Yeah. Well, you got to
fussing
have your
people
hat.
out. Gotta
You got to have your hats.
have your hats. So I'm having a couple of autobiographical um, plays with music being developed for myself. One is being done by a gentleman by the name of Curtis King out of Atlanta.
Yeah.
And he did the same thing for Miss Ruby Dee when she did her one woman play. So I feel honored that
Yeah, that's terrific.
kind of do something similar, develop something for me. And
Yeah.
then I've been doing something at 54 Below, which is autobiographical too, which is kind of basically on the theater side of my life. So that usually it's two different shows because it's like two different audiences.
Right.
And I haven't found a way to marry them, put them together. So one side is kind of essentially my theater side and parts of my life, and the other is the R&B recording side and parts of my life. But at some points, certain points of them do go together.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I won't do that. I'm going to get somebody to write it for me because I'm not a playwright.
No, we established
I
that.
don't do that either.
You
Okay.
don't do that. Are you with the book? Will you be doing you doing any book signings?
We're doing a bunch of that. We're actually on a little book tour now. Yeah, we've been going all over the place,
Oh, really?
especially the libraries in the major cities.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. You know, my son that does the podcast with me is a children's librarian during the day, and yeah, so I got a big fondness of
Yes.
the library. So yeah, good for you for doing that.
Well, and that's very wonderful for me because it's the same thing, but a slightly different way, slightly different
Yeah.
audience, slightly different venue.
Well, yeah, you reach a little different audience there, I think.
I think it's very important to continue to be able to, whatever way you can, diversify your audience and keep it fresh for yourself, just for your own mind, and your own
Yeah.
appreciation of people.
Well, yeah, yeah, and it. I think anytime you can kind of present yourself to people that maybe wouldn't all necessarily come across you otherwise, that's a great thing. You can
That and it also, I think it sharpens I'll say respect for people.
yeah,
You can take people, especially when they're really nice to you, you can take them for granted.
yeah, yeah. I agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah, we all kind of struggle with that a little bit, I think.
We can. So it kind of wakes you up and say, "Oh, that's nice. Be respectful. Listen, what they this is not their background. Learn something
Yeah,
about their experience and exchanging, learning, continuing to develop your ability to communicate with people."
yeah, yeah. Is there an artist out there now that you would like to see in concert?
In concert,
Yeah.
oh, I'm so, there's whenever I'm looking at different artists and I say, "Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go see them."
Yeah, yeah.
You know what? That's funny. That's so funny. Just earlier today, it is so funny. I don't know why she came to my mind, and I've never seen her live. I
Yeah.
want to go see Miss Diana Ross,
Oh, yeah. I would have assumed you'd have seen her.
but I haven't.
You know, she was at the Holiday Bowl, and I was in LA with my wife, but we were leaving on a Thursday, and she was performing on Friday, and we tried to get our day switched so we could go, but we couldn't get it. So I haven't seen her yet either.
But now that you mentioned that, I'm going to see if I can remember that myself because it's not something I really think to do to go see this one, that one, that one.
Yeah.
The calendar's been full and different things have been changing and you've been adjusting and whatever. But I think I'm going to make a note of myself. I'm going to go see, I'm going to treat myself, go see Miss Ross, okay?
You deserve that.
I deserve that. I'm good friends with her friend, Rhonda.
Oh, well, there you go. You've gotten in.
Right. She'll get me a seat.
She'll hook you up. Well, Melba, thank you for taking a little bit of time. So the new book is This Is It, Marvelous and Getting Better. Where can we buy the book?
Amazon.
Oh, okay. That's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
It's just out a couple of days ago, so you can start to get it now.
yeah, it's brand new.
Yeah.
That's pretty exciting. Did you get enough to hand out to the family?
No. They're still in line waiting. My daughter is doing that for me, though. She's making sure everybody gets a book. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure she's bringing them to you, have you sign them, send them out to the family. Yeah.
Gonna do that.
Got to do that, especially for the young ones. They're going to want to know that.
Right.
Yeah. No, Melba, thank you so much. Before I let you go, is there anything else that you're working on that we should keep an eye out for?
No, I think I told you pretty much everything. I have new
Yeah.
music, new concerts out. I'm trying to think. I don't have any new films yet. Hopefully there'll be something on
I'm sure there'll be something come
there'll be
along.
something. But I think you helped me tell everybody everything that I'm doing for the moment, and wish everybody great, 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 great holidays, peaceful and joyful holidays.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Melba. Hold on one second. Melba Moore, just an unbelievably talented lady, just amazing. Love speaking with her. She's been a multiple Grammy nominee. She's been a Tony Award winner. You know, she was in the original production of Hair. She had her own sitcom called Melba. She had a variety series with Clifton Davis back in the early '70s. Just an amazing singer, and of course, her voice is just incredible and very memorable. Very unique. I always loved when I was in school. If you had a sick day and we'd stay home, they would show reruns of Love Boat, Fantasy Island, those type of shows. I always loved the episodes where Melba showed up. She was just terrific. If you're finding us for the first time, so happy that you're here. Our YouTube channel is MeisterCon Pod. Please subscribe. It's free, doesn't cost you anything. Those subscriptions really help us out. So YouTube, MeisterCon Pod. Our website's meistercon.com. You can find almost 1,100 episodes, audio and video versions. If we're doing anything in studio, we'll let you know. If we're going on location, maybe we're going to a Melba Moore book signing. It'll be on the website, meistercon.com. The book is This Is It, Marvelous and Getting Better. If you're a Melba Moore fan, you absolutely have to have this book. It's out now. Thank you guys so much. Till next time. Bye, everybody.